Playing it safe is the fastest way to lose everything in a volatile economy. The traditional advice of slow and steady growth often fails to account for black swan events that can wipe out decades of progress in weeks. Successful investors are increasingly turning to a mathematical framework that balances total security with high-risk, explosive growth. This framework is known as the Barbell Strategy, and understanding its mechanics reveals how wealth is preserved in the basement while being built in the stratosphere. Today, the focus is on how this 90-10 split functions in a modern portfolio. The barbell strategy is a method of asset allocation that avoids the middle ground entirely, focusing instead on two opposite ends of the risk spectrum. On one side sits extreme safety, while the other side is dedicated to high-reward speculation. Popularized by statistician Nassim Taleb, the concept suggests that humans are notoriously bad at predicting medium-level risks, making the moderate middle a dangerous place to store capital. History shows that moderate portfolios often suffer during crashes without enjoying the full benefit of bull markets. By allocating 85 to 90% of capital into hyper-conservative assets, the downside is capped. This ensures that even if the world economy faces a catastrophic downturn, the vast majority of the wealth remains shielded from total loss. The remaining 10 to 15% is then placed into assets with massive upside potential, where the possibility of a tenfold return exists. This small slice acts as the engine for wealth creation, unburdened by the need to be safe, because the foundation is already secured. Data from previous market cycles indicates that this bimodal approach can survive periods of high inflation and sudden deflation simultaneously. It turns volatility into a tool rather than a threat. But here's where it gets interesting. The safety side isn't just about hiding cash under a mattress. The defensive end of the barbell is designed for one purpose: the absolute avoidance of ruin. For most institutional models, this means looking toward assets that have a near-zero probability of defaulting, such as short-term government debt. Treasury bills and high-yield money market accounts currently offer yields between 4 and 5.5%, providing a steady, predictable cash flow. While these returns won't make anyone wealthy overnight, they ensure the purchasing power of the 90% is preserved. Inflation remains the primary enemy of the safe side, which is why many include Treasury inflation-protected securities, or TIPS. These fluctuate based on the Consumer Price Index, meaning if the cost of living rises by 4%, the principal of the investment adjusts upward to match. Physical gold is another common component for the defensive anchor, often making up 5 to 10% of the total safe allocation. Because gold has no counterparty risk, it serves as a final insurance policy against systemic banking failures or currency devaluations. The math is simple. If 90% of a portfolio is in cash-equivalent assets, the maximum possible loss is capped at 10% of the total value. This psychological security allows the investor to be much more aggressive with the remaining capital. The data tells a different story once we move to the high-risk side. Asymmetric upside occurs when the potential gain of an investment is vastly larger than the potential loss. On the aggressive end of the barbell, the goal is not a 10% return, but a 1,000% return. Common vehicles for this 10% allocation include venture capital, early-stage technology startups, or out-of-the-money options. These assets are highly volatile and frequently go to zero, which is why they are never used for the core of the portfolio. Consider an investor with $100,000. If they put $10,000 into 10 different high-risk startups and 9 of them fail completely, they lose $9,000. However, if the 10th startup becomes the next industry leader and grows 50 times in value, that one investment becomes $50,000. This is the power law of investing. The one winner pays for all the losers and generates the majority of the total wealth. By isolating this risk to just 10% of the total capital, the investor avoids the emotional stress of watching their entire net worth fluctuate wildly. Modern barbell strategies might also include small allocations to emerging sectors like biotechnology or decentralized finance protocols. These fields represent high-variance bets on future infrastructure. However, moving away from these extremes into the middle ground is where many find their greatest financial peril. The mediocre middle refers to investments that carry significant risk but offer only moderate returns. Think of corporate bonds with low yields or mature stocks that lack growth potential but can still drop 40% during a recession. In a standard 60-40 portfolio, the bonds are supposed to protect the stocks. However, in high inflation environments, both asset classes often crash at the same time. This correlation means the balanced investor loses the safety they thought they had while also missing out on explosive gains. Research from major financial institutions suggests that as global markets become more interconnected, traditional diversification offers less protection. The barbell strategy solves this by making the portfolio anti-fragile. It actually benefits from chaos because the safe side stays liquid while the risk side captures the volatility. Liquidity is the hidden superpower of the barbell. Because 90% of the assets are in cash or cash equivalents, the investor has the dry powder necessary to buy into the high-risk side when markets are at their lowest point and fear is at its highest. By avoiding the middle, people stop trying to predict the unpredictable and start positioning for the inevitable. The objective is to be too big to fail on the bottom and too fast to miss on the top. The barbell strategy replaces the illusion of balance with a structure designed to survive the worst-case scenarios while capturing the best-case outcomes. If this changed how you think about risk management, the next video breaks down how tax-advantaged accounts can further protect those high-risk gains.